sunset in the west as well.
How long does it take on the ferry?
Either 25 or 30 minutes, I can't remember. as you come out of the car park, there is a "to the start" sign, and this is the car park just there.
There's only sort of 50, 100 people.
See the volunteers there. So from the start, to get to the toilets and the coffee shop, you just come to this side of the house, which is the side where the start is. Just go through this arch and it's just on the left. So this morning I'm at Mount Stuart Parkrun, event 199, 12th of April 2025. We're in Scotland, so it's a 9:30 start as well. First event was 7th of September 2019. They had 52 finishers. The average only 38. Last week 31, and the average time is 33:10. It's Easter week this week, so there may be a few more tourists here. Record attendance is 220. That was event 100. 25th of February 2023. Lowest attendance is 11. That was event 10 on the 17th of December 2022. Male record is 16:05 and the female record 18:52. For me, it's my 375th park run and 219th location. As you come out of Rothesay on the road, Mount Stuart is clearly signposted. As you turn in, it's about a mile to the car park. They've got EV charging points in the car park as well. And this week, it's the second week we're on the summer course this week as well.
Absolutely nailed it today with the weather. So this is absolutely brilliant. So, first of all, is there any first timers for Parkrun? So this is your first ever Parkrun. Are you with a responsible adult?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Right, okay, so as long as you've got your barcode, make sure you scan your barcode and hand back the token at the end. Everything else, just follow everyone else. But welcome to the Parkrun world. Okay, as I say, my name is Martin. I'm doing your timekeeping today and the briefing, and Angie is your run director today. That's my good wife, and any issues, speak to her or me or anybody afterwards. We'll keep you right. Okay, now the course is predominantly sort of trail. Luckily, the weather we've had recently, there is no issues on the course at all. It's dry, there's no mud, but it is gravel and just paths along the course. So it is a predominantly trail course. I'll just briefly run through the course. We start here, and then we head down that avenue there, and then you'll be directed down to the right, right down to the corner where the coast is, and you'll be directed right along to a house. At that point, you'll be sent back up the way, up a hill, and you'll join the path just along there about 100 yards, and then you'll run along here, all the way along to what we call Scout Corner. You'll be directed down a grassy bank. Now that is the only caution I would say. It's quite a steep grassy track. Just go careful with your foot in there. Although it's dry, just be careful. You'll get down to the corner and you'll be directed right the way along the coast again. Now that is the one where you're likely to, you might see things. If you're looking out to sea, you might see some seals, lots of wildlife along the bottom. So you run all the way along, and then that hill that you run down, when you come past the cottage, you'll be directed back up that same hill. Okay, and then at the top you'll come, the finish is probably about 200 metres further along this path, and we'll set it up. When you come back up this way, I know it doesn't look like much of a hill, but I can assure you, your legs will be saying, this doesn't look like a hill, but it feels like one. So the finish is just past those trees down there. Okay, we got any under 11s here? Yeah, you can.
Just a few seconds till we start. RD just finishing off the details of the park run, and here we are, we're off. Beautiful day today, and the most scenic of places for a park run. So we start with a little clockwise loop. This bit, as you can see, it's on gravel path and it is slightly downhill. The camera doesn't really show it, but when we do the finish we come back up here and we were warned that it's a long tough finish and steeper than it seems. It's a bit busier this week as well than normal. I think that's due to the Easter school holidays. Because it's slightly downhill, the pace seems really easy, but I can tell it's fast. I think when I checked my results I was under 4 minutes for the first kilometre, but we've got to come back up this for the last kilometre as well. And it's not steep downhill this either, you can just tell you're going downhill as you run down it. It's just your pace seems to be nice and easy. I just had a quick look at the results, and the previous week I would have come third, and I'm in about 17th place here, something like that at the moment, I think. Just trying to remember as I counted, as we set off. That's the difference a week can make to Parkrun. As I said, we're doing a little clockwise loop back towards where we started first, and then we do a bigger anti-clockwise loop, and we come on the final loop, we'll come back along the shoreline and then back up here. So this is the first turn, a right turn just here.
Morning, thank you.
And this bit just here now is just a little bit steeper than the bit we've just come down, and again we've got to come back up this. Once we get to the shoreline down here, this is the lowest point on the course, and that's when you come back, where you come back up from to the finish. So I feel really good at the moment. It's all downhill, so just let your legs go, just let nice easy pace, not out of breath. A bit uneven underfoot, and they did say to as well that storm what was it, Ewan at the start of the year caused a lot of damage here, and when we came along the road from Rothesay you could see where trees had fallen across the road, and they've cleared the road, but you can see the great big tree stumps at the side of the road and where the fence is damaged, where they've fallen onto them. And they said the same in this park, Mount Stuart. There's a lot of damage just close to some of the paths you run round, and you'll be able to see where the trees have fallen over. So we're at the lowest point now by the shoreline. I'm just going to take a right turn here, and just a few steps here, just going up a little bit, only 10-20 feet, something like that, and then it's leveled off again now. It's hard on here to know whether to run on the grass or the tracks at the side. The grass is still a little bit damp at this time of year, so I can hear my trainer squeaking. I don't know if the camera picks it up, the microphone, but if you run on the gravel as well, that's just the gravel. Just as you push your feet, you can feel your feet slip a little bit. This is the first lady here that I'm just passing. As we pass this house just here, we're going to turn right, and this is where all that long downhill that we did, we're now going to head back up towards the house.
Thank you.
So straight away as we go around here, we're going uphill now. Not a steep hill, but it's a fairly constant angle of incline. So because I paced myself at the start, I feel okay going up here. Not trying to push too hard, I'm getting close to this guy in front. Just see how we go. I want to maintain this easy pace, because once we get back up to the house there's a flat section then, so a bit of a chance to recover hopefully. It's just a little bit steeper at this point, just here. Morning, thank you. And again, still going uphill here as we go around this corner. And now it's just started to just level off just a little bit as we go this way, but we're going to start to go up a little bit. We're still below the level of where we started, and that's the height we're going back up to. Starting to feel tired now, going up this incline, but there's not too much further to go. We go around this corner here, just starting to go up just a little bit steeper again. We'll be soon be at the highest point. Thank you. Nice support there from people. So we're still going up, but very close to the highest point now. It's a long, slow incline, that. Hard work to get up there. And we're going to have to do the same sort of altitude gain again from the lowest point as we do the last, sort of nearly the last kilometre to the finish. So we're nearly back here to where we started. It was just to the right. We're going to go left now, and we're heading back along the path in front of the house. So the guy in front's running on the grass. The grass is a little bit damp. I can hear my trainers squeaking and slipping a little bit. But yes, trainers tend to push the stone back a little bit. You slip on there. So I'm not sure. I've just switched back to the gravel drive, and that doesn't really feel any better. So all the way along here I keep switching between the grass and the gravel. I can't make my mind up which is better. Past Mount Stuart house, magnificent building. The original house was built in 1719 but was damaged by a fire in 1877. Most of the contents survived, I read, along with the Georgian wings of the building, and they were retained as part of the new Mount Stuart, which I think it was the third Marquis of Bute built in the late 19th century. Well worth paying and stopping afterwards if you've got time to go around, and just to walk around the grounds as well. So we're still nice and flat on this bit just here. It's quite a long flat section. And again, as you can see, I'm switching between gravel and grass. I just can't make my mind up which is the best surface to run on. I'm still struggling from coming up the long hill as well. I could do with a new pair of lungs sometimes, I think. We're probably just over halfway along this long straight section now. I know I said at the start, but this is the most beautiful place for a park run as well. It's up there with the likes of Fountains Abbey, which is a lot of people's favourite. And even just the ferry across. Blue sky, sunshine, sea was calm. That was a wonderful part of the park run weekend as well. I think I can just about see in the distance now where people are turning left. You can see on the map in the top left hand corner we're going to turn left and then head down from where we are to the shoreline again. So at this point I was just counting from the start. I think I'm in 9th place now, and I can see the 4 people in front of me as well. So left turn here, and we're going down. Just a quick look back to see the guy I passed, see where he's behind me, and I think it's actually the first female is behind me now. It's actually quite steep, this going down here, and it's very rough underfoot. Can't really let my legs go, maybe the younger runners can, but I can't. And as we get just here now, it's just not quite as steep at this point now. It's a bit better for me. But it's very uneven underfoot as well. You've just got to take care coming down here. So again, we're nearly at the lowest point here once we get to this corner. What a view as well. It's fantastic. Takes your mind off running a little bit. Managed to recover a bit of my breathing coming down that incline. So left turn now, and this is fairly flat. Uneven underfoot still again. But we're now going to run all the way along the shoreline back to where we first came from the start. When we came down to the shoreline, we're going to run back to there and then back up the hill to the finish. And again, this is another bit I'm not sure. Sometimes the tracks on the left and right are better to run on. Sometimes the grass in the middle. There's plenty of little potholes on here as well. Makes it tricky to know which is the best bit to run on. And I'm trying to look at the view as well. I feel really tired. I don't think I really recovered from going up that hill, and I'm trying to push on for this guy in front to see if I can just try and close that gap a little bit, but he just seems to be maintaining, if anything, just stretching it out a little bit from me. And I've got to bear in mind that we've got nearly a 1 kilometre uphill stretch to the finish. It's not a steep uphill, but you will certainly be able to tell running up there, with it being the last kilometre. Certainly plenty to look at as you run along here. Keep your mind off running. As you can see, I'm back on the grass in the middle. That seems a bit better to run on. Then you sort of see a bit of the tracks at the side. You think, oh, that looks better to run on. You go onto it, and then all of a sudden you realise you can see several potholes in front of you, and you're back onto the grass into the middle. In general, the grass seems to be the best part to run on for me. Like I'm still pushing hard at this point, but not making any inroads to the guy in front. If anything, he's just getting a little bit further away. The further we run, the further he gets away from me. I'm not going to look back until we get to the corner to head up to see how close the person is behind me. I think, like I said, when we took that left turn from to head back down here, I looked left, it looked like it was the first lady that had past the last guy that passed. She was just behind me. I think as well, the way I feel at the moment, if someone came past me, there's nothing I could do about it now. I really do feel tired. I didn't, unfortunately, chatting to other park runners at the start, I didn't get to do a warm-up, so I had to have a fairly steady start. But you pay the price for it sometimes. We're probably about halfway along the shoreline now, or maybe a little bit further along than that actually. trying to keep an eye out for. When we came the other way, there was a little house we went past, or cottage, and once you pass that we turn right to go up the hill for the first time. So once I can see that, I know it's not far then, and then we'll do a left turn to go back up to the towards the finish. Feeling really tired now, even though I know there's a hill coming. I'm sort of looking forward to getting to that point, knowing that at least then we're into the last kilometre and the finish is in sight. This seems never ending, this track along the foreshore just here. Yeah, the guy in front's definitely, I'm just trying to, when he passes a point, count how long it takes me to get there, and he's definitely getting further away from me. I remember seeing someone else's video. I sort of recognise this corner a little bit as we come round it. It's not too far now to that little cottage. Yep, there it is. So that's where the first time coming the other way, we went up the hill there. We're going to go past here for maybe 40-50 metres and then turn left. So now we're back onto the bit we did at the start, but running in the opposite direction. A quick look over at the sea. It's beautiful, this course, and the views. It's got everything: grass, gravel paths, trail, beautiful house, the sea, hills, trees, bit of everything. See the guy in front there and the volunteer, the marshal, just going to the left here now.
Thank you.
So it's now all uphill to the finish now. And this bit here, we're going to go up here, just having a quick look back. I can just see the first ladies behind me, possibly about the same distance as the guy is in front of me. So as this goes up here, it starts with a shallow incline, but it's going to get slightly steeper until we make a left turn. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but I can see the marshal in the middle of the track where we're going to turn left. I'm really struggling now. This is just a case of hanging on here. Once I get to this corner, I'll have another look back, although I think if the first lady catches me up, I don't think there's much I could do about it. But I guess the fact she's a distance behind, she's also, like most of us here, probably feeling as tired as each other. It's just getting a little bit steeper now coming up this bit. Just looking across to see if I can see the path or anyone on the path going up towards the finish. I know the finish is not quite as far along when we turn left here. It's not quite as far as where the start was. The start's in one place and the finish just is in the direction where you start, a little bit further along there. Here we come. So we're up the steepest bit now. It's now just a long, shallow incline. Again, just a quick look back. Close, but I don't think close enough to catch me, on the basis of they're probably as tired as I am running up this hill. So I can see in the distance, I can just about make out where all the finishers are on the finish funnel. I can see the people stood there. There's not not much of an incline this, but they did warn us it's hard work, and it certainly is. Again, just a quick look back just to check. Make sure they're not suddenly going to surprise me with some fast finish. Not that I could do much about it. Not even looked at my watch yet to see what sort of time I'm on, but I'll wait until we're nearer to the finish, have a quick look, see if it's worth a bit of a, I say a sprint finish, but it's only in my mind. I don't think I actually run any faster. Yeah, this is a really tough finish, this. Yeah, I can see the finisher's not far. Look back there, they're definitely not going to catch me now. So then it is, it's the first lady behind me. Final look back just to check. Trying to push now to the finish. Quick look at my watch. It was about 21:54 there, so it's going to be just over 22 minutes. Would have liked just under 22, but it's a tough course, and I didn't do a warm-up. We are up to the line. Stop my watch, 22:13, and it should be in 9th place. Yes, 9th place. P9, just over 22 minutes, about 22 minutes 13, 14. That is a tough course, those hills. A lot steeper than what the camera shows them as. I was about finished at the bottom. Yeah, just thinking.
Hello there. Thank you.
That's it, thank you very much.
That's great, thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Well done. Thank you. Well done.
Well done. Lots of finishers now. Course review on a beautiful warm spring day like today. This is now in my top 3, maybe even my first of most beautiful park runs. The house, the grounds, running down towards the sea, trail, hills, it has everything. This is a really beautiful course. Highly recommend coming here to do this one. Just even coming across on the ferry, I've got to go back on the ferry, it's just all part of the adventure. Tough course, you set off downhill and then you do a very little short flat bit, maybe only 50 metres, then you come back up towards the house. It's quite steep coming up there really, and then there's a long flat bit going the opposite direction that you started, and then you go down to the maybe 100 metres, 150 down towards the sea, and then it's flat, and then the last maybe kilometre is uphill. Doesn't look steep when you look at it, but you can feel it when it's that last kilometre of a 5k. Really tough course, but beautiful. So I just walked through that arch and just along here, and it says Courtyard Café. This is where the toilets are as well. Thank you for watching my videos. Please give me a like or subscribe. I still notice that around 70% of the people that watch aren't subscribers. Doesn't mean you have to watch my videos every week, just means you get a notification if you've got them turned on, that's all. And it just helps with my motivation if you subscribe. So please click that subscribe button on that corner down there, and thank you for watching. So back to the accommodation now. We're just stopping in a pub, Kingarth pub on the Isle of Bute, just deciding whether now to book another night and stay a bit longer because the weather forecast looks so good. So that's it, that's a wrap.